Camus. How to Rebel Against an Absurd World. Albert Camus, the philosopher, author, and Nobel laureate, grappled with the central, inescapable problem of human existence, the absurd. It's the unsettling, cosmic collision between our innate human desire for meaning, clarity, and eternal truths, and the cold, silent indifference of the universe. The world simply doesn't offer a ready-made script or a divine purpose. This realization can be crushing, leading to what Camus called the feeling of the absurd. But here's the genuinely liberating twist. Camus wasn't interested in despair. He showed us how to rebel against this absurdity and find profound richness in a world without anchors. His philosophy is less about a system and more about a rugged, courageous way of living. The three responses to the absurd. Once we acknowledge the absurd, Camus proposes three primary ways one might respond, only one of which he endorses as truly liberating. 1. Suicide, the philosophical leap. This is the ultimate rejection, the choice to end the conflict by eliminating the demanding consciousness. Camus dismisses this not just as a physical act, but as a philosophical cop-out. It doesn't overcome the absurd, it merely eliminates one side of the equation, the demanding human. It's an admission that the battle is lost before it even begins. 2. The leap of faith, the religious leap. This involves renouncing rational thought and accepting an unproven, transcendent purpose, e.g., God, an all-encompassing ideology. Camus calls this philosophical suicide. It's a desperate attempt to jump out of the present, messy reality and into a comforting, ready-made narrative. The religious person, in this view, is simply choosing to ignore the lack of inherent meaning, trading the honesty of the absurd for a soothing illusion. 3. The revolt, embracing the absurd. This is the only truly honest and heroic path. The revolt is not a momentary uprising, but a constant, conscious effort to live in spite of the absurd, without denying it and without seeking false comfort. It's a defiant affirmation of the value of human life and experience, precisely because it lacks external validation. F. The pillars of the absurd hero, living the revolt. The life of the absurd hero is built on three core tenets, each a direct consequence of the initial realization. 1. Consciousness and clarity, awareness. The first act of rebellion is simply refusal to look away. The absurd hero, like the mythic Sisyphus, Camus' ultimate hero, must be acutely aware of their futile task, perpetually pushing a boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll down again. But Sisyphus is tragic only at the moment he descends the hill. That moment is his opportunity for lucidity. He knows the rock will roll down. He doesn't hope for it to stay put. This clear-eyed, unwavering acknowledgement of futility is the first victory against the absurd. Consciousness is the oxygen of the revolt. 2. Freedom, experience over eternity. Because there is no God, no eternal plan, and no prescribed moral code, the absurd hero is utterly, terrifyingly free. This freedom is not about doing whatever you want. It's about maximizing the quantity and diversity of experiences. If eternity holds no value, then this life, this single fleeting moment, holds all the value. The hero lives intensely in the present, the nunc, treating every experience, whether joy or sorrow, as a genuine, unrepeatable treasure. It's a life lived without the constraints of what I should do in favor of what I am doing. 3. Passion and engagement. Action. The revolt manifests as a commitment to human solidarity and justice. If the universe is indifferent, then human beings must create their own value system. We are absurd together. The absurd is a shared condition, and true rebellion is fighting the injustices of the world not because a divine law demands it, but because we choose to stand with others. The act of creation, whether art, love, or political action, is a defiance of meaninglessness. This is where Camus' philosophy moves from the purely individual to the ethical. To rebel against the absurd means to commit to making this moment, this life, and this community as meaningful as possible. P. The true path of the rebel. Camus' ultimate insight is that happiness and the absurd are inseparable. True happiness is not found in believing life has a magnificent hidden purpose. It's found in acknowledging its fundamental lack of purpose and choosing to live it fully anyway. It is the defiant, warm, and conscious embrace of the fact that the struggle itself is enough to fill a man's heart. If you found this exploration of Camus' radical, life-affirming philosophy meaningful, remember that the act of sharing ideas is a part of the human revolt. Don't let the discussion end here. Give this video a thumbs up to spread this philosophical fire, subscribe to the channel to join our community of rebels, and most importantly, let me know in the comments below, what does your personal revolt against the absurd look like?